Tarrant, I was procrastinating. That's why we do this vlog late again.
It's not that late. It's only about halfway through the month.
That's true. And we haven't actually drawn the winner from last vlog. And this video is about our favorite games of last month, which is October.
Yes. It's reaching the pointy end of the year, as they say. And the time of lots of great releases, because it is Essen time. And as we know, really a lot of, perhaps most of, the great games for the year come out around this time.
I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree. Most games, I mean, there are games released throughout the years as well, so.
Yeah. Well, I think it's been a very good month.
All
I very much enjoy my top 5 this month.
So this is coming. So what are some of your top games this year? Let us know. Maybe you have some contenders. We certainly will be sharing that at the end of the month, or the end of December, I should say, or January. We should probably do it January.
We should do it in January.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games to play, and there's a lot of games to play and fully appreciate.
We only want to give chance to those little games or big games, whatever size that is. If we love it, we love it.
Yes.
So the giveaway from last month was either Tundra or Paradox Island. So I did say 4 weeks, which is actually falling November 19th, 2025. So this is not November 19th yet, so we're going to have to announce it later.
It might be if we're publishing. I'm not sure when this is publishing, but at the time of filming, it is not November 19th.
So you still get a chance to enter the giveaway from last month's vlog.
Yes.
This month, I'm going to be a little bit more organized, all right? So we do have another giveaway this month, Tarrant.
We do indeed.
Yes.
And with thanks to Horrible Guild, the giveaway is A Carnivore Did It.
Yeah.
This is their new Essen release. Correct? A logic deduction game with a very cute name and some very sly art. I quite like the art on this. It's kind of angular.
Cooperative puzzle deduction. I think something like is hopefully people will like it as well.
Yes.
And this giveaway for this game will be closed on November the 30th, 2025, Melbourne, Australia time. And this is going to be for European, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, and UK.
Yes. A good part of the world there. Not everyone. Sorry if you're not within that group.
Sorry.
It is limited by Horrible Guild and where they have distribution and logistics.
We're not blaming them at all. We thank you for providing the present, the price, but we understand that sometimes distribution is quite limited.
Yes. So how do people enter the giveaway?
Just put in comments of your favorite game from last month. How's that?
Favorite new to you game that you played in October.
2025 across, of course.
Yes.
Not 2024?
No.
Okay. So what we're going to do again with side, we get that giveaway out of the way. We're going to share you the published games that arrive to our home, our humble home. It's our home that's getting filled with games, more and more games arriving.
Yes. Now this is excluding Essen releases, which Stella brought back.
Yes.
We've shared those separately in Stella's Essen vlog look back.
And the other games are still on their way via post office. So this is the games, the published game that came to us via courier/post office, and I'm not courier. So,
so we do have one which we're very excited to now see with us. We've spoken about this before.
Yep.
Sorry, that's the that's this side.
You just like doing that. Now you have to roll it back.
Cool. I do have to roll it back. So
you have to show the other side of the box.
I'll get to that.
Well, while
Look at these cool ones here. This is Hot Streak. This is a betting game with these cool mascots. This featured very highly in both of our lists back in.
And in one of these is Tarrant. You will never know. Look at that tiny eyes. Oh, no, maybe not.
Of course, this was in our top games, I think, back in June or July, a little while back. Very fun, very light, very playable betting game.
Probably July because that's where we played at PlayCon.
It was at PlayCon, yes. It was the hit of PlayCon.
Yeah, and these are the other games. So we have Lord of the Rings. Now, this is the first one, which is the Fellowship of the Ring. This is the cooperative trick-taking game. And then this is the second one, which I played or demo at Gen Con. Or not Gen Con.
Essen.
Thank you, at Essen. So these two literally just arrived.
Yep, this is the Two Towers trick-taking game. So I guess there must be a third one coming.
I think
Return
so.
of the King.
There are 3. So should be 3.
Trilogy.
Should be. And these two are from Devir games. So spring. So the game about spring.
Yep.
And
It's actually, and we received it in spring. So, you know, Southern Hemisphere spring.
Oh, perfect
was released.
timing.
So
Well done,
finally
Devir.
one for our calendar.
Yeah, so it is made for the Southern Hemisphere.
Yes.
And this is Rudolph, which is a game about Christmas.
Yep, Christmas themed
It's
game.
coming.
Christmas is upon us very soon. It is November. We are a month and a fragment of a month away from Christmas.
That's it. And there's this one, Wildwoods. Storyfold Wildwoods. This is a adventure game. Like, there's no rule book. I've had a look, and there's
rules
like
reference,
but then you basically just trying to play the game right away. I was like looking at it the other day. I was like, I want to play this, and then ran out of time. I was just looking around. I was distracted. Anyways, so you just kind of like looks like you one of those that you play straight away. And
Yes.
there's not a lot of components, but they are cards. It's a bit messy at the moment.
Plenty to expand there. So
Yes.
that is a
So this
dark
is
and mystical little story-driven game.
This is by the people who brought out one of my favorite board games that feels like Stardew Valley video game, but is not Stardew Valley. Mythwin. Mythwin is very good. So this is from the same publisher. So we'll see how it goes.
Open Owl.
Yeah. All right. Now it's the moment that you've been waiting for. Maybe not. Maybe we're just overhyping this. Our top games of the month.
Yes, we'll be going through each of our top 5. As always the case, top 5 new to us games for the month. They're not necessarily new to the world. They may not be new to you. They may not exist to you because they may be prototypes. But they
That's
are new
so
to us and they're the
cruel,
games.
Tarrant. I mean, it's probably pretty mean that, this game's good, but you can't get it. I'm sorry.
You can eventually get it.
Yeah,
Prototype,
that's true.
it will come.
Or
eventually.
maybe on Kickstarter or BackerKit or GameFound, one of those crowdfunding place things.
Yes.
Yeah.
These games have come to us in a variety of different ways, including in some cases for paid content. But this is our opinions on how much we enjoyed the games.
Yeah. So let's do rock, paper, scissors. Who starts first? 1, 2, 3. So you win.
Yes.
Does that mean you start first or you want me to start first? Your choice.
I'll start first.
Okay. Let's do it.
And I will begin with some fence sitting. It's very rare that
Actually very rare.
It's very rare that I fence sit.
Oh my
I'm usually
gosh, what has happened, Tarrant?
Usually
okay?
quite down the line where I say there's no
Yeah.
fence sitting allowed. But
No,
there were
this is
two
big news,
there
everyone.
were 2 games, quite different games in the number 5 slot, and I wanted to celebrate them both. So
I actually do the same, but I'm always like that. Like, I'm not saying always, but I often fence sitting. So this is a lot of games now. It's okay, fine. There's a lot of games coming out. I might agree about that. And I have games that, more than 5 games. So what am I going to do, you know?
Yes, so my first number 5 is Borealis. And this is a very independent puzzle type of game.
It's that independent that you play it on your own, not with me. I mean, like you with someone else. I was busy at the time.
Yes, it is way more individual than my typical style of game. But it was a very fun little puzzle. So this is you have cards in your hand and you have columns on your board and you have little scientists and you'll play the card. You're trying to make sets and combos and match icons with the cards. And to play the card, you play it into a column and you need to move a scientist in each direction from that column. And then the scientists are in a different place to where they were, and so you've got to try to chain these things together. There's a market of 4 cards that you replenish from. Scientists can go into the igloos on the side of the board, and then they're out of play until you take a passing turn where you put them all back in one place. So it's got all those kinds of hallmarks of a solo puzzle, there's other people at the table kind of game.
All right.
The interaction with other players is really the end game timing and the race for some race objectives. But it was very satisfying. I very much enjoyed the amount of challenge I had and the amount of restriction on what I was doing. And it was it scratched my brain in quite a good way.
So what's different from other multiplayer solo is that the puzzle element is better, basically?
I think so.
Okay.
It was a puzzle that hit a good sweet spot of complexity, of challenge. There were things where you could give up points to sweep the display out so that you could get more. And yeah, it really worked for me. So I recommend this one. It's got a nice, relaxing feel as well. It's still pastel coloured. Very, the little pastel coloured.
No, it's not beige.
A little pastel coloured meeples.
Okay.
And that just kind of lent to the icy tundra.
The world needs
That's
more...
a very small part of why it's cool, but I enjoyed it.
The world needs more pastel coloured meeple, I think.
I think it does, actually. There's not enough out there.
I know. We should probably change our Meeple University logo to blue pastel.
Put this shirt out in the sun?
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
If we do have relevant videos, by the way, then we'll link it below. So check it out.
Yes.
Maybe cheat on what our list are. Just like have a cheat, like have a look, or maybe not.
Yeah. Whereas in this case, we don't even have the relevant game.
Oh no.
It wasn't our game.
Yes. Yes.
I played it with Think of Thema actually
Yeah.
at PAX Australia. So.
Nice. All right.
So my second number 5
Yeah.
is quite a different type of game to that, and that is this little Chili Fox game called Movie Tricks.
Trick-taking game.
It is a trick-taking game and a tableau building game, and the tricks, it plays with standard lead and follow type of trick-taking. Each trick, you're not just trying to win, you're trying to get a sequence within that trick, so you can be the leading player or the trailing player. And the order in which you finish in that trick is the order in which you draft cards that are still on the table from the previous trick. And from there, you just put it in your tableau and you try to get the highest scoring tableau. There's 4 different suits, they each score in a different way. Your weakest suit also scores, and your strongest horizontal row of numbers scores. So it's got all those kinds of, all right, what is the right place to put the card?
Yeah.
Whoever is weakest in each trick gets a bonus card, which gives them a little bit of a perk and may allow them to set the next trump. So it gives you some flexibility to try to play low, which is an interesting feature. And it's the thing I probably like the most is it stays live to the end, because there's a couple of the column objectives where if you get stuck with a card you don't want, that hurts. There's one where you get little bits of points as you go up, but you also get points for the number on the last card you play.
And you just throw a tantrum and then that's it. Just flip the table and that's it.
Well, no, it means
it's not.
Yeah, it means that if you go into the last trick and you get stuck with that card that you don't want, then it's going to...
Bad luck, so sad.
Yeah, it's going to make it weaker. So you've got to keep thinking about that. And I like that. It means it's quick playing, it keeps live, it is a reasonable use of the trick-taking mechanism, and then it's quite a nice tableau build as well. So there is a lot going on. I will say that it is...
Oh, yeah, for trick-taking...
For trick-taking for a small box game, it certainly takes a play to work out what's going on and why everything matters, because it looks like there's a lot of little bits going on there, but they all have a good place.
Yes.
They all fit. It just looks more complex. Looks more complex than it needs to be on the surface, but it plays really well, so I recommend.
Yes, I mean, and you get to read the title of your movie as well. I mean, that's the thematic bit, which, if you probably doesn't bother you too much. You don't care about it too much. You still enjoy the mechanics, right? Yeah,
but each suit, as you say, each suit has like the start and middle and end of a movie title, and so you just get to imagine what that movie is like, and that's a fun little piece as well.
That's still fun. So this is by Chili Fox Games, and this may or may not be the last game that you've seen in this review video.
From Chili Fox.
From Chili Fox.
It's not the last one you'll see overall.
Okay, maybe. I also enjoy it, but I will mention other games as well, because there's so many other games. All right, I guess this is the time for me to shine with my number 5 game, which is Oloy. So there are 2 as well. First one is Oloy.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the other one, Tarrant hasn't actually grabbed it. Are you wearing pants? You can go and grab it soon.
I can. You don't need to tell the people I didn't. It wasn't your number 5 when I collected the games.
No, it
You
was.
just added it.
No, it was. Oh,
What
it
is
was
it?
not? No. You have to wait with the rest of the world.
All right.
So, like, no, it was. You just didn't see it properly.
That's
We have a system where we put it in the same thing, and Tarrant didn't even put his, but his job is to collect all the games. So,
Yes. But
often
did you do it according to the system, or
What
was
is-
it slightly different?
no, I
Your
was like, I
second time.
finalized it last minute because it's really hard. All right, this is a tough job to try to rank everything.
Let's talk about Oloy.
Okay, Oloy is one of Essen release that was sold out. At the end, they only had pre-orders, and this is a Euro game by sort of like newish publisher, Paraloco game. Oloy is about the astronomical clock that is finished, so they're focusing on the other clocks around it, and it is kind of like it's moving, like it's a lot of moving pieces. So on your turn, you move this, and then you can modify your set of actions. So there's a set of action you do, and it's not always the same, and it's go around the clock. And what I love about it is that like everything is so tough about it. You have these 4 tracks, and you have to really work on making your actions more powerful. Otherwise, they're pretty feeble and pretty limiting. And there's also, you make sure that you can break your stuff to make it more powerful, but then they cost you points, and it's just very satisfying and really pretty. It looks so good.
Yeah, you've always enjoyed rondels.
Yes.
That often comes high on your list, and this is a game about a clock, completely full of
Yeah.
rondels, basically. The
So,
main
yeah.
action selection is kind of 3 overlapping rondels. And then there's rondels on a couple of the actions, and rondels on more. So there's rondels everywhere. And as you say, you can force a deviation, in
Yeah.
other words, break the clock, to make one of your rondels go a little bit further.
Yeah, it's
But
really
you can only do that a fixed number of times, and then you have to fix those to do them again. And so that's an interesting thing you're trying to manage.
They are, and the tracks like, oh, you wanna make sure that you can flexibly move more steps if you need to, but then you need to make the other actions more powerful so you can get more resources, for example. It's really fun, and you've done a really good job, by the way, for the quick start tutorial. So if you want to know how it plays in 13 minutes, then check out Tarrant's video
Yes.
for Oloy. So the other one that's also number 5 for me is Tag Team. There is no tag team here, Tarrant.
Tag.
Team. Bye, Tarrant. Tag Team is a game that I first played at Ashen Spiel 2025. It's really quick. Like, literally, it took me maybe 10 minutes to play. And this is a 2-player game. It's a battle game. And 2 players playing, choosing... two players, two fighters. They are these different fighters. Obviously, they're going to bring up more, hopefully. And what is unique about it is that it's not. Sorry, you're playing cards, and then simultaneously you program cards, and simultaneously you reveal the cards, and then depending on attack, it's like rock paper scissors in a way. So it depends on what one person play, and the other one is sometimes they play attack, you play defense. Great, and so on. Right now, so the nice thing and neat thing about it is that it's also action programming. So once the card is in that order, you can't change it. So when you draw a card from your deck, you'll draw 3 cards, you pick one, and you just put it on the in between that. But the order does not change.
The order of the other cards can't change.
Yes. Make it like really like this sub strategy, which is like it's bluffing as well. Like you think that they're gonna, that there's a powerful attack on the opponent's deck. Maybe it was the 3rd turn, so a bit of a memory as well, memory game. So the 3rd turn was attack, and then you draw this defend card, and you want to put it on the 3rd, or maybe you want to put it on the on the 4th. Depend on what do you think opponents will put in their deck and things like that. It's really fun, and lots of combinations you can do out of these fighters.
Yeah, Tag Team it's the latest in a series of games over the it's not in a series. There have been several games over the past few years really starting with challenges probably, which would have been the first big one of them, where you kind of set up the game and then there's a battle that is resolved automatically. And Wizard's Cup was one like this. There was kind of a draft and then you'd make a sequence and then it would resolve automatically. And this, to me, it's not in my top 5, but I think this is probably I think this is the best of that type of game that I've seen.
Yeah.
Because the battle grows slowly. As you say, you've got one simple decision to add to a specific place to try to respond to what's happened on the previous round. And it's got this clever thing where you can keep adding cards from the same fighter and they'll all combo together and get really strong. But it's the card that gets played which tells you which of your fighter gets hit by the opponent.
Yes.
And you only need one of your 2 fighters to be knocked out to lose.
Yeah.
So if you really stack the deck for one of your fighters, they're going to also get knocked out really quickly. Whereas if you balance and try to find the synergies between the 2, you'll be able to balance where you're taking damage. It's
really fun. I think right now it's even growing more and more as we play more on Board Game Arena. And if you watch our Essen Spiel video, I might have mentioned, I did mention I had suggested a particular character, or maybe 2 or 3 characters.
Yes, and there are new characters coming from the King Arthur universe with a future release. So this could be something which takes on a new life and could be a very big game.
Indeed.
Very big in size.
I know.
Right, we're going to skip quickly through our number 4s because they both appear higher on the other person's list. So my number 4 for the month is Covenant. Big Euro game, one of the big releases from Essen.
Yep, from Devir Games. So this will come back in the next list of mine. And my number 4 is Oliver, and this is going to meet the same fate to Covenant, which we're not going to tell you what it is about, why we like about it right now. We're just going to test to it because it will appear again later in Tarrant's list.
And so we come to my number 3, and same fate. This is going to appear higher for Stella. If you were thinking this video was very slow at getting through its top 5, it's all right. We've just sped up efficiency here. Fortunes of Scoundrel Bay, my number 3, another big Essen release. This is the other Chili Fox game after Movie Tricks, which we were slyly alluding to before.
See, you don't need to be impatient. This Covenant is my number 3 game of the month by Devir Games, and this is Dwarf. This is about Dwarf and their caves.
Yes, this is the newest Herman Mian release. So obviously very big for Bitoku and Mennefer and a few other games like that. This is it's not, you put a worker on, but it's not really worker placement. It's
on your own board.
Yeah, it's a personal action selection. So you'll be building up a network of actions which you can take, and you'll take 4 actions in each round. And most of the actions here are geared towards placements on a map. So there is a map. One of the actions you'll do is digging out that map. So you can dig out the holes on this map. That will let you take resources from a mining display and flip tiles up, but then there'll be monsters there. You can spend your actions fighting the monsters, and they'll give you benefits from the monster dice, but they'll also make the spaces worth more to build on because monsters will lose you points. There are building actions which will let you put the buildings down, and the placement of those buildings is a big part of scoring. And that's kind of a competitive tile placement. And then there's also ways of unlocking more buildings. That's kind of the 4th action. There's all these tracks that go up. So it is a combo-tastic game. There's a lot of things that are going to combo off your single action, which is very much in Herman Mian's style. But it's good. And what I really like is the fact that it's got that competitive worker placement thing. Not worker, sorry. It's got that competitive tile placement thing going on.
Yes.
And even the markets of things that you're trying to get from when you take the actions on your personal board, there's some urgency about it. There's enough things there where you know you want it before someone else gets it. You know you want to put something down in that space or before that cost has gone. And that's what I like to see. I've always said I like to have to de-optimize my turn to make sure I can do it at all. And I do get a little bit of that out of here, especially on the map.
The personal space action selection, you can add more action to it, and they're quite hard to get, but when you get it, then you can do that action. So there are 4 different actions. You can do that action more. So which strategy you want to do more, and you can probably, let's say you want to build more. So you probably want to grab building tile to put it in there, so you can do 2 building actions per turn. And your worker is also upgradable, which is really fun. Like, reminds me of Agricola. So you got this dwarf that has got 4 different strengths. You can add...
Caverna, I think.
Sorry, Caverna. Did I say Agricola?
Yes.
No, Caverna, yeah.
Same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. But you can upgrade your workers, and then that's awesome. It's like sometimes, okay, you want to upgrade these workers, so you can push it to level 4, or you want to just, get everyone's a little bit stronger so that your actions are stronger. It's really fun.
Yeah, and you do need to be doing that. You do need strength in your workers to get the best out of each action. You can afford to ignore one action because there's usually just enough ways to do stuff out of the other actions to make up for being weak on one. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's lots of things to combo together. I think what probably interests me the most about the building side of things and the competitive building is that you get benefits and resources out of where you build your tiles as well. So which building you put on which tile, that combination is going to give you upgrades or extra resources or things that you may really need.
Or action, yeah.
Yeah, and that gives you the extra things to think about in addition to opponents taking the highest scoring spaces.
Yeah.
That's what makes that a really fascinating mechanism. Number 2 for me is Tacta. This was, I believe, a Gen Con... Was it a Gen Con release? Or just very big at Gen Con?
I got it at Gen Con, but the op, which is the publisher, wasn't there, but I met the designer who gave me Tacta, which is this one.
Yes, and very specifically, it's the real-time variant of Tacta
that you like.
I really like.
Okay.
So Tacta, basically you can see the game on the box. You have cards with these geometric shapes. You're placing them on the table. You have to overlap them. And you have to try to place defensively because you have a color that belongs to you. And you want your color of dots to all be face up at the end of the game. And if you put it down in a way that someone else can cover it, then those dots are gone. But if you put the dots covering something else, then you score the points. And there's a turn-based version for the game, which is, it's fine. It's kind of slow. But there's a real-time version, which we played over and over at PAX, where everyone's standing up, they're hovering around the table, and you're just putting cards down as quickly as you can in strategic spots. As soon as someone has finished playing all of their cards, the game is over and you count up all of your dots and whoever has the most wins.
Yeah.
So it meets everything a real-time game needs to meet.
Easy.
In that it's easy, there's not that many rules, it's fun, there's enough going on to give your mind a bit of a tickle. And in this case, it plays so quickly that if it all goes wrong, you shuffle up and play again. I've often said that most modern real-time games are just that little bit too complex. This perfectly hits the level of difficulty.
Well done, Tacta. For me, it's a little bit harder to rotate in my mind, so that's why I like probably the non-real-time one. Otherwise, Tarrant always beat me in these games. It's a non-real-time one, but it's quite a genius as well. It's quite a genius design though. It's like as simple as that, but then just enough strategy that you can do in the game. My number 2 is Fortunes of Scoundrel Bay. This game again. Ooh.
Yes, so this is, I think we've alluded before, it's kind of a misleading cover. It's really nice, but very thematic looking piratey art. But it's a Euro game at its core. And
very
it's
much
a game.
So.
Yeah, it's a game that has I say it has a Maracaibo movement kind of thing about it. You're going to be gradually moving your way along a river as pirates. And it's a multi-use cards for how you play them. Every turn you're going to play a card, and that card is either going to give you new pirates and track advancements, or it's going to give you movement, and you choose to move between 1 and 3, and then you get the bonus off the card, and that bonus is going to be stronger the less far you move.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's very Maracaibo-y. Or you play the card for its colour, and you use pirates to invade an adjacent space with them. And then the adjacent spaces are kind of your 4 or 5 things that you can do in a Euro kind of way. And some of them are collecting crates that you can then deliver somewhere. There's ones which are digging up buried treasure by spending maps, and they give you good benefits. There are ones that let you just place and score points at the end.
Yes.
So many things to do there. And there's all these interesting timing mechanisms. You collect a whole lot of workers, but then you have to feed them when someone crosses a reset line.
Which is, manipulatable by players, which is really fun that way.
Yep. As you sail, you fight stronger and stronger monsters. And when you reach the end, you trigger the end where all the high scoring stuff is.
I know.
So you can gun it for the end, but then if you haven't
weak.
spent the time investing on your tracks, you'll get eaten by the monsters and lose a whole lot of points for that.
And then if you have an engine build, you keep moving forward, charging forward, then you probably wouldn't have stacked those cards to make your action stronger. But if you engine build too much, you're not going anyway, missing out on that end bit, and you're probably going to have lots of pirates that you can't feed.
Yeah, so lots of clever things, and it's not complicated.
It's not.
There's not a lot of new, big, new, unintuitive things going on here. It's very straightforward. You're going out there being pirates, and the way it all clicks together is very fun.
Yes.
And I do like that it's got that ability to set the end timing and to have to respond to other players' timings, because then you do have to think carefully.
So, translation, screw other players.
Yes. I mean, that's what all games should be about.
Yes,
right?
but it's not in a tech that way, but in a strategic Euro way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very satisfying with the engine building, and then just balance that engine building and the speed of your boat. It's quite amazing. Like, we had that newbie, first game where we had, we're just like la 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 la, just moving things really slowly, but then crap. When somebody started.
We just ran out of pirates as well.
Yes.
It does take a game or two to just learn the pacing and learn how fast or slow you can reasonably gun it. But then once you get into that, once you've seen how it flows, you can get these really interesting interactions.
For sure.
So that brings me to my favourite game, first played in October, and that is Oliver.
And this is how Tarrant learned how to press olives into olive oil. Ta-da!
Yes, this is from Roller and Costa, Pythagoras Games. It is the third in their little series of small box games, the one after Lata, which was a game I thoroughly enjoyed. I believe that was my top game back in January. One of my top games back in January, certainly when we had first played it. This is much less aggressive than Lata, but it's in that same vein where these games are looking for ways to do interaction with players, and they have relatively simple economies. So the resources in this game are olives, and they get pressed into olive oil, and then there's money.
Yeah.
That's all there is. So very simple little economy of resources. How the game works, you have 4 cards you have a space for 4 cards in front of you. You put down, or you have the previous 2 cards face up, and then you draw 5 cards and you put 2 of them down, and then you go around flipping 1 card, resolving that action. But the strength of it is based on everyone's face-up cards. So ones that have been flipped this round, ones that were flipped last round. And so picking the right times to take all of the actions to make the most of it is key. But then there's a big market in the middle as well, and you're trying to manipulate this market of places to sell olive oil.
Yep.
And you can gain just raw points, or you can gain cards of different countries. And
you can also upgrade your cards. As long as you don't trust the wrong card. I've done it before. I really need to sell to this country, and then I can't because I trust that card. I thought I have enough, but anyways.
Yeah, you can gain cards that upgrade your actions. You can also gain those scoring objective types of cards that Lata has as well, where pretty much anything that you can get has a scoring card in the game that will give you a bunch of points for it. And so there's all these ways to go out and chase points, and there's a lot of different paths to victory. You get all these scoring cards. They're like provinces in Dominion. They just thin your deck down. You end up having a much worse choice of actions unless you are sweeping them out of your deck.
It's quite hard there when you have lots of cards that doesn't actually, it's not the same as other players' card, because then your action, you're doing it on your own and no one else has got face-up cards, and then your actions turns out to be weak. It was just quite sad. You can kind of like do trash down. It's not a lot of actions, I think, that makes that you can do to trash your cards. So it makes that a little bit trickier. Like, I want that, but I've got this action card. When do you want to get it? Maybe other people will get it first if I don't get it,
And it feels like such a weak card as well. To be like, I'm going to spend a whole one of my actions
to
thinning
get
my deck out.
Olives as well.
Yeah. So it's great. It is, it's not going to be for the people who really like determinism and hate randomness, because there is a little bit of flukiness to it. Yeah. But it's all luck that you generate for yourself. And it makes it really playable and really fun.
Say that about you when you're rolling the dice. Be lucky you generate yourself.
No dice here.
No dice here, no. Yeah, that's Oliver. So there's another reason why I have 6 games this month. This is Cozy Stickerville, one of the coziest games ever. It's a cooperative stickering game. First, I played about it. It wasn't actually October. It was a few months before that or something like that.
Yes. We'll add to our rules that sometimes the embargo comes off a game during the month in which we rank it.
So when the embargo came off, then we can talk about it. So that's why maybe there's six games this month for me. So I've got an excuse. Did you have an excuse?
I just sat on the fence.
Okay, yes. So this is Cozy Stickerville, as I say, cooperative game. And this is like, those that's afraid of alpha players, there are some mechanic that you can probably, like, it's not alpha-able. So there's like rules about, like active players need to make decisions about where to place your chicken coop, for example. It's very cozy, very great. You're fishing, you're building up your little town, and there are like grumpy old men sometimes in here. We can't really like give too much spoiler on this one.
Yeah, it's a story-driven game. You'll be going through a deck of event cards, making story choices, and stickering up a board. And
that grumpy old man is not Tarrant.
No, not at all. I'm not grumpy.
Oh, you admit that you're old, but you're not grumpy.
Yes.
Okay.
It's playable twice, so there's enough stickers and 2 sides to the board to play the game twice. And it plays over 10 game years. So there's 10 game sessions, plenty of story to unfold.
Oh, just one game, just like the whole day and night.
Yeah.
So you cut the card and then you choose what you want to do, and then there's instruction, and you can upgrade your different things as well. I'm like conscious of what I can or cannot talk about, but it's really fun. It's just the first game that has got like the main mechanic is stickering, like you sticker this. I mean, there's Charterstone with doing stickers, but
there's Charterstone
and
Gloomhaven, and there's ones that have stickers, but this is ultimately all basically building up a sticker book in the form of a choose your own adventure game.
Yes, it's very fun. So get it. I think the release is, I believe it's 2026. So I'm not even sure if I can add it to my 2025 top games. So I'm just gonna like play it on my own in the corner with Tarrant. No, it was like, really check it out. I think they already started the pre-order of Cozy Stickerville.
Yes, and there we have it.
You always say that, there we have it.
That's how I sign off.
Yeah, there we have it. How I said it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Share me once again, what's your favorite game or games last month, and plus. And you'll go in the running for A Carnivore Did It. Thanks, Horrible Gil. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.